Good evening, everyone from Dayton, Ohio. My name is Maria Leggett, and I'm excited to be on here with you today. I'm always excited to be on here, though. Um, we are in some really weird astrological energy. I had drinks with a friend of mine last night who does all this astrology stuff, and I don't know a whole lot about it. But what I did find out was that Neptune went station, which means it appears to be in retrograde, and Neptune is in Pisces. So Pisces is water, Neptune is water. Water, metaphysically, is all emotion. And so right now we are in some really heavy, deep emotion. And because it's the element of water, it's not anything that moves quickly. So Neptune is here. So you might want to look to see where Neptune is in your chart. I am a Pisces, so I am really feeling this energy. And what's happening is we are being asked to get rid of all the things in our life that no longer serve. And so we have old childhood traumas being brought up. We have old triggers coming up. We have all kinds of rough stuff hitting us right now. And so a lot of my clients and a lot of my followers are really struggling with this energy. And this is why. So if you too are struggling, this is going to be why you are struggling with this energy, because Neptune is in there saying, hey, I want you to get rid of this stuff. So they're going to continue bringing in these situations to go, hey, can you look at this? Can you heal this and let it go? And it almost feels like this has been a full onslaught of this since 2020, right? COVID hit, everything changed. And metaphysically, if you've been following the energy since COVID, literally all the planetary alignments, all the things that we have been through are asking us to let go of all of our deep seated trauma, all the stuff that's not serving us anymore. And it's time for us to really look at what are we holding on to? What do we need to do in our highest good? How can we move forward as the healthiest version of ourselves? And because this is Neptune and it's water, it's moving slow. Look at, especially because Friday is a new moon and it's a new moon during Independence Day, right? So 4th of July is Independence Day for America. This is the day that our country was set separate from Britain. Um, and so, we declared our independence. Here we are. And yes, it was signed earlier, but it was ratified on that day. And it's the day that the collective conscious recognized as the freedom of the USA. And so on Friday, we have this new moon in Cancer, which is another water sign. So look at what you can do to make your new beginnings, to be able to separate from the old things that are holding you back. What are your belief systems? What do you choose to believe in? And how do you want to move forward in all of this energy? So that's really important to start looking at. And with that, I want to welcome Michelle to the show. Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Hi, Maria. How are you? I'm well. Thank you.
I am doing really well. I wanted to jump up and down for joy when I saw your city and state because I lived in Hightstown for 20 years.
No way.
Yeah.
Seriously?
I'm an exit 8
Oh,
girl
that's so funny. And where are you now? In another state?
in Dayton, Ohio. Yes.
Oh, Ohio. Wow. Okay, cool. All
Yeah.
right. So, okay. Do I tell you something, or are you going to tell me what you see around me? How do your
You
readings
tell
go?
me, how can I help you? What do you want to know?
Well, I just got divorced. My divorce finalized a week ago after being in
Mhm.
a ridiculously not healthy relationship for years. I tried to leave for 5 years, seven altogether, and finally divorced last week. Um, so that's like a relief. I'm in a
Did you
beautiful
go out and
relationship.
celebrate?
My boyfriend of almost 2 years took me out. We met unexpected, totally unexpected, and I fell in love for the first time. It was for me. It's not for my kids. It was for me. And then things were going beautifully, and then cancer struck. And
Okay.
it's been like a battle the last year and a half. He ended up with cancer, and it's been like a big healing process the last year and a half. So he just had another surgery. doing well. And it's just want to see where's this headed.
Okay, that makes complete sense to me. So I'm going to say my prayer real quick and we're just going to ask for your guys to start talking. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Mother, Father God, thank you very much for this moment in time. Thank you for allowing me to be of service to Michelle today. As we open the door to communication with the great I am presence, we know that all words spoken will be with your wisdom, truth, love, and understanding in the highest. In this moment, we ask for the
Mm,
veil to be lifted and any crossover loved one, ancestor, spirit, guide, spirit, animal to please come through with messages
mm,
for Michelle in her highest good. Amen. So, spirit is showing it to me as though there's this, you're going through moments of, I finally found my love. I finally found my puzzle piece, the thing that I am connected with, and some anger around how could you do this to me when I put up with all this stuff? Why are you putting me in this situation? And spirit wants you to know that you're in this situation to recognize that you can find happiness no matter what happens. And they have
mm,
no desire to rip it and take it away from you. And that you are
mm,
valid in feeling the anger. So don't feel like I shouldn't be angry. We have this second chance. All of these things are going on. You are valid in those emotions. And
mhm.
they want to tell you that because they're showing it to me as though you've had your emotions cut off and you had to behave in a certain way for so long.
Yes. Oh my
And
God. Yeah.
now it,
Anything
so now it's,
intimately had to be completely cut off, like
yes. And
completely.
so
Like it
now
was
it's,
like
yes,
two wild animals, and then cancer, and then prostate, and then dead. And then it's like
yeah.
I cut myself off as a woman. He was castrated as a man, and he just had a surgery done. So go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No, no, you're fine. And so spirit is saying to you, all of these things happen for a reason. There's so much more to a relationship than just the sexual piece. And of course, we
Mhm.
all know that there are still other things that you can do, ways that you can go about other things as long as he feels good.
Mhm. Mhm.
But the important part is that you really needed and deserved that emotional connection between the two of you because that's what you were lacking for a very long time.
Exactly. It was healing.
Yes. And so this is what you needed to recognize and know I am a woman, I am cherished, I am loved, I am important
Mm.
because you didn't know that for such a big part of your life. Does that make sense?
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Two failed marriages with men that treated me. Their birthdays were a day apart, and they treated me like garbage. Both of them, and I
Yes.
allowed it.
And here's
Narcissist.
the thing. That's exactly what your healing journey is about is recognizing and so many people don't recognize this. What do you allow? What do you not allow? And so now you're
Mhm.
in this place where you're like, you know what? I'm not allowing this kind of BS to happen anymore. This is all about me
Ever.
being happy because
Mhm.
you can't be a good parent or a good lover unless you are content and happy on the inside.
Yep.
And so it's really important that you start recognizing your worth and your value in a relationship so that you can continue to be a good mom, to be a good human being, a good friend. And so
Mhm.
all of this has put you through, I mean, I don't like to use the word test, but it kind of feels that way. You've been put through this test, for lack of a better
Mhm.
word, for you to
Mhm.
discover your own worth and your own value. And that's what's been
Mm.
so important because you have missed it for so long. Does that make sense?
Mhm. 100%. And my book is going to be about that too. I'm writing a book, and I'm presenting it next year in France, and I'm so excited.
Yay!
I know, and I wanted to see if like a move is going to come because I know I spoke with someone. They said I'm going to be do very well with my book, and I know that people are already wanting to buy it, and
Hmm.
and it's going to be very successful financially. Are we going to live together? Like, is this going to be? I feel like we're going to proceed down the road and end up living together and get married, but I don't know if that's correct.
So here's what they show me. Spirit shows me a combining of things, a combining of houses, and they're showing me that there's so much shifting and changing, so many transitionings happening right now that
Mhm.
even if I said to you, yes, you're moving, it's a matter of where and what opportunities. Because the next 12 months of your life, Michelle, are going to shift so much that there's no way to give you a definitive answer other than everything is going to be okay. You have
Mhm.
to lean into trust into, whatever your
God.
higher power is. Call it spirit,
God.
call it God.
Jesus.
Yep.
God. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. So lean into that. And when you feel those moments of, oh my God, I'm sitting in the dark and things are coming for me, I walk in the light of Jesus. I know that I am safe. I know that this is all going to work the way
Mm.
that it needs to. And that's going to keep
Mm.
you safe and on your path moving forward so that nothing can come in and energetically block your advancement because you are done with the blocks. You are finished. You've had plenty and you're ready to just continue moving forward. Does that make
I
sense?
am. Yes, I've been offered to speak in Mexico and Chicago and like all these places, and I'm like, oh my God, is this happening?
That's
Like, is this really happening?
amazing.
I'm speaking
Yes,
next
it's
week
really
in New York
happening.
City, and then in Miami in October, and then I'm speaking. I was just asked to speak in Mexico in February and March in France, and I'm like, and they want me in like all these different places, and I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? I know
Yeah.
God is going to make a
And that
way.
and that is exactly why, because so much is shifting and changing that we can't give you a definitive answer. So your future is amazing. And I am so happy for you. Congratulations for finding your peace and your alignment. And we're almost done with the show. So thank you so much for calling in. I am so grateful and I wish you all the best. And thank
Thank
you to
you.
everybody who is watching. Thank you for joining tonight and watching my show. And I will see you in a week at 10 p.m. Have a great 4th of July weekend for those who are here in the States.